So it was really hard the past, I don't know, probably like when COVID hit and like the couple years after, hard for me because for decades, right, you have this relationship with your higher self, your guides, and you're into this like way of navigating the world and your spirituality and evolution. And then the rules kind of change on you. And like anything that's such an ingrained habit, even spirituality or your evolutionary path, it changes. And it took me longer than I would have liked to catch up, I guess, for lack of a better word. Um, and it feels like not only did the rules change, but they're going to continue to change kind of rapidly. Yeah. So thanks for shaking your head because that was really like my underlying question to my next question is it took me way too long to first of all realize that the rules have changed and then how to navigate that. So do you have any advice or wisdom on how we can both identify, oh, look at that, the rules have changed,
Okay,
and then
first of
how
all,
do we navigate that?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I get it. Mhm.
awesome.
So the general rule that is changing is that the whole vibration, in this aspect of this not solar system but of Milky Way galaxy, is going through a light phase. I mean higher vibrational cloud. The yugas are explained like this. But there is a more light, spiritual light energy available, right? And so, in the hippie sense, everybody, there's more and more LSD in the drinking water, and everybody starts tripping. Maybe on mushrooms, it's more organic. You know,
Yeah.
and so, due to the higher vibration that we are on now, I mean, whole population, 20 years when you're a vegetarian, you're kind of weird. Now it's rather common. So, due to this, let's say things like healing, have come a lot faster. I mean, oh God, in the good old times, people did like one session, one past lifetime and didn't even clear the ghost. Stuff like this. Yeah, I was a carpenter, in another lifetime. That's why my back hurts or something like that. And so nowadays, I mean, with the ultraviolet dragons that I'm working on now, I mean, they just leave other beings that, I don't want to say any names, but they leave them in the dust. What their clear, swath of karma is like, it's hard to believe for me. But I double check, even with, I think with Natty, it's, this is really happening, you know. Natty, I'm just saying, with, for instance, with the ultraviolet dragon, there is so much clearing, so fast going on, it's hard to believe, I mean, really, every time I do this, what, this is all gone? Right? Yeah, it's gone. And baggage, yep, gone, I mean, huge things are happening, you know. So, and, I think it's because of this, light cloud thing, but then also the time is running out. I mean, these beings haven't made themselves available before. And now they are there, because it's needed. We are behind schedule as humanity, so and they're, pulling all the plugs, so yeah, okay, they basically wave everybody through now, if they can, okay, yeah, she agreed, let's clear that out, something like that. So much more lenient. Um, Now, the outer world is going to go through quite some chaotic time. I mean, everybody can see this. Wars, political changes, huge changes in our political system here right now. And for instance, Ra from the Law of One, he said that in the so-called end times, time of harvest, through the chaos, you have to polarize yourself, service to self or service to other self or service to the whole. Yeah? You can't just keep sitting on the fence anymore. It's coming, so, right.
I love the way you worded that. Instead of service to self, service to others, service to other self.
Yeah.
That is brilliant.
Yeah, they say 51% service to other self. You make it into the next world, into the higher dimension. That's what he calls the harvest. It's a very technical information. Now, how to navigate this? So about a week ago, one of my clients, a great seer, very scientific brain, many degrees, uh, when we were hooking into the earth, into the ley line, this being showed up and said, that there's going to be so much energy coming into this planet through the earth. I mean, the earth is a portal, I mean, the sun is a portal, the earth is a portal, the earth energy, it's coming so much that we have to do about double the time of grounding. I mean, this is
Mm,
like my normal clients,
hmm
than before. To just to keep our body in resonance with the earth. If you don't do that, and the gap is getting bigger and bigger, we're going to become sick, and of course, wacko, and then fade away, die, or go nuts, take a gun and go visit them all, so to say, So, and basically the advice was given to, keep running the earth energy just through you, as if you're flaming, as if they're beautiful, violet, red, whatever color flame you want going through you, let it into the spine, into your whole body, fluff it up, use your hands.
hmm
And do this, like, I would say do it several times a day, and, well, if you do it, you can do it, you can ground really well in 3 breaths, I would say, if you want to, If, let's say, I'm in La La Land and suddenly I have to ground, I can just go.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, now, now I'm here,